see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Cheers. This isn't homebrew. It's a Metro Red from Port City. It's a double red ale. I like it. Reminds me of the original Nosferatu, which reminds me of something else too. There's a TV show on now called Nosferatu, but Nosferatu is a Great Lakes beer. Wally, up in Wally's neck of the woods. No, is it? Yeah. Is it Ohio? I think it is. Yeah, it's up near Wally's way. You know, Wally's in Ohio. Great Lakes Brewing, you would think it would be near Michigan, but it's not. I guess it's in Ohio. Anyway, when I first had Nosferatu, it was really, really good, but then I got a batch like last year maybe, or the year before, which kind of, it wasn't quite as good. They lost their edge. But this Port City version, it says it's a double red ale, but it's only 6.5%, so maybe double red I don't know, maybe it's, you know, double the colored malts in it or something, I don't know. But yeah, Nosferatu kind of lost their edge, and so this is kind of the new replacement, I guess. So yeah, cheers. Homebrewing, I just kicked the keg on the Nordic School double IPA. Man, I still got to send the shipments out on that. I got a couple bottles to send out. It was a good beer. It was a little sweet. That Voss Quake yeast, you know, kind of, I don't know if it stalled out. It didn't stall out. It got down to what it was supposed to. Just, you know, maybe that's just a character of it. But anyway, it's gone, so means it's time to brew. I have a Munich Helles still, Mount St. Helles, that's what I call it. That thing, so it's in its second week of the Brewlosophy 3-week lagering method. So first week, you lager it at 48 to 53 degrees. It should attenuate about 50% of what it's going to. So I was expecting, since it started out at a 1050, I was expecting it to get down to about 1021. I think my final gravity was going to be 1007. I don't know. I was thinking I was going to be around 1021. I was closer to 1030. So, but that's close enough for government work. So, so I went ahead and started ramping the temperature up 2 degrees every 6 hours to get to 65 degrees. Then the bubbling just takes off, and then the sulfur smell. Once you get around 58, 59 degrees, you start to get the sulfur smell, which is kind of cool. It's, you know, it's in the refrigerator, but the sulfur smell is still coming. You open it up and you get a good whiff of it. It's not like rotten eggs, but you know, it's pretty good sulfur smell. So that thing's been going since Saturday at about 65. So it looks like all the yeast has dropped out now, and it's starting to get really, really clear. So I'm still going to let it go to next Saturday, and then I'll start to slowly ramp it down 2 degrees every 6 hours until I get down to 36 degrees. Let that go for a week, and then I should be good. So I think the beer will be ready. I'll be able to bottle some up and hopefully bring with me to NHC. That's the plan. And then I have some friends coming over, I think on Father's Day weekend. I think it'll be ready Father's Day weekend. What's today's the 5th? Yeah, it should be ready. It should be ready for Father's Day weekend. I should have it kegged and carved up. So, and I think it's going to be good. I mean, it's when I did the gravity sample after a week, it was good. It's not really Reinheitsgebot, because I put rice, flaked rice in it. So, shh, don't tell anybody, especially Germans. So it's not, you know, following the German purity law, but you know, it tastes pretty good. So I'm expecting good stuff. So that's that. Other than that, I just need to, I picked up, there's this beer here called Rocket Frog that I really, really like. There's a double IPA, and then I got a sour pale ale, which is really good. I'm thinking the sour pale ale, you know, it's, if you've never had a sour pale ale, it kind of reminds me a lot of a Gosa. So I was thinking about brewing a Gosa, but now that I've had the sour pale ale, I might do a sour pale ale instead. I don't know. But I need to brew something soon, something that's really nice to put on tap. And the pool is open. The pool's open. The guys, you can basically swim in it. All the chemicals are, not that you guys care about this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Especially if you come by and visit, you can, hop and have a swim in Mike Dean's pool. But, we refinished it. It was kind of the final thing to get done in the backyard. I'll show a few pictures, but I think they've got to do some caulking around the bunting of the pool, or the coping stones, excuse me. They got to caulk where they got a little styrofoam thing to keep the water from getting in, so they got to caulk that. And then there's a pool light that we need to have them. I think the dudes, it's really cool. The pool light's got a little bracket on it, and the electrician went ahead and fastened, or the concrete guy fastened the bracket to the side of the pool, and then they just plastered around it, and so he couldn't attach the pool light. Well, that's because the bracket was sitting back inside the plaster, and it really needed to be sitting kind of up against the plaster. So they really should have not put the bracket on, plastered around the little electric cable that was feeding the pool light that we had pre-threaded, and then put the bracket on, then attach the pool, and it would have worked. They didn't do that. So now I'm like, all right, well, now the pool's filled up. You've got the plaster cured and everything, and how are we going to do this? Because we still got to fix that plaster. So apparently, these dudes can throw on some freaking stilts and go underwater. I don't know if they're going to use like an oxygen mask or something. I'm going to be there when they do this. And they're going to plaster underwater, I guess. That's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to get that on video. That'll be a good Homebrew Wednesday video. Because I've never seen a dude, with some scuba go and plaster a pool underwater. That's kind of cool. So anyway, but that's the last thing they got to do. But the pool's open, they can swim, and so I'm very happy. So I'm very happy with that. Other than that, I think that is about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, this is a short one today. Any thoughts of any brews that I should think about brewing? Throw them in the comments. I'm open to suggestion. Hey, have yourself a happy homebrew and have a very, very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Go Nationals. We're coming back. We're coming back to 500.